Shedeur Sanders explains why he doesn't want to see his father at Cleveland Browns training camps. The rookie quarterback is in contention for the starting job along with 3 other candidates. The preseason games have officially begun, which indicates that we are less than a month away from the start of the 2025 NFL campaign. In this situation, there are players who feel increasing pressure, especially when they are rookies. This has been demonstrated by Cleveland Browns quarterback Shedeur Sanders, who explained why he does not want his father, Dion, to visit him at training camp. Having an NFL legend as a father must be a motivation and an incentive as a guide in the early years as a professional player. However, for Shedeur it is quite the opposite, where the Browns rookie has stated that he first wants to get to where he wants to go. I don't want him to come see me right now when I only do a couple of reps. I know he's cheering me on like a good father, but he can't be proud of me right now. I have to get to where I want to be, and I know I have a lot to do to get there. When I do, he can come see me. Shedeur Sanders' tough path to earn a spot as Cleveland Browns QB. Shedeur Sanders was considered one of the top quarterbacks in the 2025 NFL Draft before falling to the 5th round, where the Browns selected him with the 144th overall pick. During the first week of training camp, Shedeur is the only quarterback in Cleveland's 4-team competition who has not had reps with the first-team offense. I want to focus at this moment, and I don't want distractions to reach my goals and be part of the first team during the season. We know how the media are to make their stories and create ranking. But we don't want to be in the headlines because my dad came to see me. That would take away credit from the team, just because he, my own father, appeared. So it's a gift and a curse at the same time, said Shedeur Sanders. After being rejected by Shedeur, Deion Sanders, a Pro Football Hall of Famer, told Michael Irvin that Shedeur asked him not to visit him at training camp due to the few reps he has had with the Browns. As a result, he decided to go see his other son, Shiloh, at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers training camp, who did not reject him. It should be remembered that Deion Sanders announced last week that he underwent surgery to remove his bladder after doctors found a tumor there. Deion said that since the surgery there has been no trace of cancer, and that he will continue as head football coach at the University of Colorado. The sun beat down on Berea, Ohio, where sweat-drenched helmets glistened under the August heat. The sound of cleats scraping turf, whistles piercing the air, and coaches barking instructions painted the daily grind of the Cleveland Browns training camp. And in the middle of it all, laser-focused, unfazed, and slightly isolated, was rookie quarterback Shedeur Sanders. He had become one of the most watched young players in the NFL. Not just because of his skill set, which by all accounts had earned him early reps and flashes of brilliance, but because of his last name. Being the son of Deion Coach Prime, Sanders was like walking through camp with a spotlight strapped to your back. Every throw, every mistake, every word was weighed twice as heavily. But when reporters asked Shedeur recently if he was expecting his famous father to show up at training camp for support, his answer was honest and unexpected. "I love my dad. He's everything to me," Shedeur said, adjusting his wrist tape. "But I don't want him here. Not right now. This is where I figure out who I am without him." A name that echoes. Deion Sanders is one of the most iconic figures in football history. Hall of Famer, two-sport athlete, larger-than-life personality, and now a transformative college coach. In Boulder, Colorado, he and Shedeur had become a package deal. Deion was the mastermind, the motivator, and the mouthpiece. Shedeur was the calm general, executing the plan with precision and fire. But in Cleveland, Shedeur was determined to detach himself from the myth of prime. "People think I want my dad in the building to get leverage or to feel safe," he told a reporter after Tuesday's walkthrough. But that's not growth. Growth is being uncomfortable. Growth is silence. Growth is me calling my own plays, not just on the field, but in life. He didn't say it with bitterness. Just calm conviction. Distance by design. Sources inside the Browns facility have confirmed that Deion Sanders has made 0 appearances at camp. No guest visits. No sideline strolls. No motivational speeches in the team auditorium. Not even a casual hello at the cafeteria. And that's no accident. "We talked about this before I got drafted," Shedeur shared. "He told me, 'Son, you gotta go be a man without me now.' He meant it, and I respect it." Privately, those around Shedeur say he's taken steps to establish his own rhythm, separate from his father's style and influence. He often arrives earlier than most quarterbacks. He watches film with position groups outside of his own. He's reportedly been intentionally low profile in the locker room, letting others speak first and lead naturally. It's not defiance. It's independence. Media expectations versus reality. When Shedeur was drafted by the Browns, the media circus expected a parade of prime-themed drama. Would Dion come to practice in gold chains and cleats? Would he clash with Stefanski if reps were mishandled? Would Shedeur push for a Coach Prime-style offense? Instead, it's been quiet, surgical, focused, and that silence has thrown people off. It's like everyone was waiting for a spectacle, Shedeur said with a smirk. But I came here to play football, not to play a character. Living in the shadow. The hardest part, he admits, is not escaping his father's influence. It's doing so while still honoring it. My dad gave me the blueprint. He gave me the discipline, the fire, and the belief that I belong here. But even the greatest fathers know when to let go. He paused for a moment, as if choosing his next words carefully. If he showed up at camp today, yeah, I'd smile. I'd dap him up. But deep down, I'd feel like I hadn't earned something yet. I'd feel like the room would see him before they saw me. That vulnerability was rare and real. Finding his own standard. For Shedeur, this camp has become more than a job interview. It's been a coming-of-age chapter. And part of that journey means setting his own standard, not just living up to one. I don't want to be great because I'm Shedeur Sanders' son, he said. I want to be great because I prepared when no one was watching. I want to fail sometimes and get up without someone catching me. This mindset has impressed teammates. One defensive lineman noted, he never brings up his dad. Ever. You'd think he was some small school walk-on. All grit, no ego. The unspoken support. Though Dion hasn't been physically present, he's far from uninvolved. Every Sunday evening, like clockwork, Shedeur gets a text. Sometimes it's scripture. Sometimes a short quote. Sometimes just, I'm proud of you. Keep the main thing the main thing. That's it. No calls to the coaches. No press statements. No demands. Just a father letting his son climb the mountain alone, with a rope waiting, not pulling.